Do you ever run into those annoying awpers who can single-handedly carry the game? If you want to learn how to be that type of menace that strikes fear into your opponent's hearts, strap in and get ready to take some notes. What's going on, ProGuides family? My name is Sergeant Frost, and we'll be talking about the differences between the 4 levels of awping. Each tier will act as a guideline to better track your progress in becoming the next operator master like Wardell. If you guys enjoy this type of content in this format, let us know what you'd like to see next. What is up, ProGuides family? I hope you're all winning your rank games and climbing the ladder to start episode 2. I just wanted to mention we're having a 15% off sale on our website ProGuides.com with the special code PGSpecial. Make sure to use it at checkout when you purchase anything on our website. Have fun grinding, and I will see you all soon. Now more than ever, using an operator is a task that many shy away from. With its increased price, slower rate of fire, slower equip time and movement speed while scoped, players who haven't already been accustomed to using this weapon will have a hard time justifying its use now. With that said, the operator is still just as deadly in the right hands. By the end of this video, you'll come out with more confidence to start using and mastering this beast of a weapon. The first level we will be talking about today is agent specialization. The very first step is using the operator on an agent that suits it best. Typically, this is an agent that doesn't have utility that's vital to the team's success, as you don't want to be stuck in animations while using the operator, especially on the attacking side. It's imperative that you're holding angles, and any downtime can result in an enemy timing you. There is no other agent that plays quite like Jett at the moment. Without a doubt, she was designed to utilize the operator to its highest potential and for a reason. So why is Jett so strong with the operator? The most obvious reason is because of her dash. Jetts can play back and hold from obscure angles. Even out in the open and with her dash, you can always get out safely if you're reacting in time. This gives her a plethora of options to hold and push up, all under the safety guise of her dash. And on top of that, her updraft allows for her to get into vertical, hard to reach positions. Don't forget, her smokes are great at making one-ways, and her ultimate is a great eco round or secondary weapon to the operator. You cannot find the same amount of value with the operator unless you're playing Jett. As long as you have your dash and a dream, you can find picks with the operator with confidence like no other. The second agent we have for you guys is Raze. Her versatility is hard to match, as her kit opens her up to a lot of creativity. You can play her however you like, and that's just the beauty with Raze. Staying on focus though, Raze can be a powerful agent with the operator due to her satchels. They can act like Jett's updraft for vertical positioning, or they can function similar to Jett's dash to quickly allow her to get out of sticky situations. The key to playing Raze with the operator is learning how to satchel your way out quickly. You take a quick shot, flick your satchel to the opposite side you want to go, and detonate quickly. This is a difficult technique to master and can be hard to pull off under pressure, but with enough practice you will yield great results. Again, Jett may be the premier operator agent, but don't let that stop you from picking it up on Raze as well. She can do things with the operator that not even Jett can. For example, on the map Bind at B long, if you satchel across, you'll be able to post up on B long angle before the enemy even expects it. Bonus points if you land on top and use this vertical edge to catch them off guard. This is a unique trick I've seen high-level Radiant players utilize, and I've yet to see it not work at least once per game. On the opposite side of the spectrum, we have Reyna. Although she's not the best agent to wield the operator, she is by no means bad. Because her kit is very cost efficient, and one of the most cost efficient kits in the entire game, she typically will have more credits than most agents. This gives her the freedom to purchase the operator more often, and her Devour lets her heal up throughout the round. However, the main reason she's so strong with the operator is her dismiss ability. Essentially, her dismiss is a Jett dash, except you absolutely need to secure the first kill. That means if you miss the shot, you are just like any other agent with no quick mobility. But if you do land it, dismiss gives you more freedom than a Jett dash will. It lets you even re-peek for information, and with 4 orbs per round, you can constantly dismiss as long as you're connecting with your operator shots. Reyna is for you rifle players who won't shy away from an operator when needed. Albeit it is riskier, you can get away with the same things that Jett can. Just hit your shots, forehead. Before we get to the rest of this content, we have our question of the day. Have you guys been keeping up with any of the Valorant tournaments? Personally, I love watching all these teams competing against each other to see who's the best on any given day. Sentinels is my favorite team at the moment, and I get a lot of inspiration from watching how they play together as a team. If you guys do watch any of these Valorant tournaments, let us know if you're enjoying it and which team you're rooting for. The next step is learning how to position on the defensive side, as well as reposition when necessary. I want to first highlight the operator's strength is holding down positions. Unlike with the rifle, holding an angle with an operator is much more advantageous, as you can react faster when you're zoomed in, and you don't have to rely on hitting multiple shots, just one. This is also especially important because on the defensive side, you typically get access to these opening angles earlier than your opponent. This means that posting up on an aggressive angle early, the opponent either fights you in a disadvantaged state, or they must be willing to commit utility to get you off that angle. In ranked, players will often choose to fight you dry until you've shown that you're capable of killing them. This is where your agent specialization matters. If you're not playing agents that harmonize well with the operator, you may be able to secure a kill, but you're usually going to get traded out. This will limit the plays you can make and makes your play more predictable. Once you've successfully gotten a pick somewhere, feel free to start rotating your operator around in the upcoming round. Your job is to try to continuously guess where the enemy team may be going. To give you guys an idea of how this can work, I'll show you how I post up on Haven A first. Then I swap to C site the next round. And usually I will finish off right outside of B site. It doesn't have to be all in this order at all, or even in these areas, but staying proactive with your positioning can be a huge factor in you winning that game. If you're doing your work correctly, you'll be making it hard for them to pinpoint where you'll be playing and in turn alleviate a lot of the pressure for your team. A great operator forces the enemy to either die for free, use utility, or play slower. This gives your team time to stack sites, take map control, or even flank. Learning these core fundamentals will be necessary to transition from level 3 to 4, so let's continue now. We covered how you want to try and post early on angles as the barriers fall on the defender side, but now I want to talk about taking space aggressively with the operator. Why do you need to learn this? Well, you won't always have the luxury to stay put and post on angles, so when the time comes, you need to learn how to punish with the sniper too. Zooming in and out of the scope instead of quick switching between the operator and other weapons is the single most important technique you need to get comfortable with when playing aggressively like this. Unlike Counter-Strike, quick switching is actually slower in Valorant, so you need to get used to zooming in and out when need be. This mechanic is important to learn because it lets you keep your operator out at all times. On top of that, your movement speed is not hindered much with your operator out, unlike in Counter-Strike where you will move like a slug when you have it out. Valorant gives you this luxury, so you must learn how to use it. To highlight this mechanic, we'll be showing you a simple clip of Wardell using this technique multiple times. Watch how he clears split A ramp as he moves forward aggressively. He stays zoomed in unless he needs to reposition on an angle where he'll double zoom in and back out. Remember, aggressive also does not mean fast. You can take your time here unless there is a pressing issue. Wardell does this because it gives him pretty much the same movement speed without risking the quick swap delay where he can get potentially timed by an enemy player. Small differences like this really separate the decent snipers from the best. If this video isn't enough, you guys can always head over to ProGuides.com for some extra guidance. We have great on-demand coaches who will help you learn the basics, intermediate, or advanced parts of using the operator. Don't be shy and go check them out if you want to accelerate your growth beyond our videos. Learning how to isolate angles goes a long way beyond just using the operator, but it's especially imperative to master this technique as you don't want your one shot to be harder than it needs to be. Unlike with rifles, you have multiple shots to secure a kill even if you initially miss, but the operator is not as forgiving in that sense. Due to the operator's slow rate of fire, it's especially necessary that you master this technique. When done properly, isolating angles allows you to maximize the chances you take one-on-ones with, which is extremely important when you can only kill one enemy at a time. Either way though, this is a great technique that all players should know. As you might have guessed it, this is the hardest part to learn and there's no copy-paste way of always doing this properly. However, the best way I got better at this is by imagining the spots that people could be holding. For example, if I'm peeking on Ascent A main, I know that there will be a player there at this entrance at the start of the round. I'll aim there first, unzoom, and then look at wine. I do this because the defenders can sneak over to wine before I can see them, so by checking it I lower the chances of me dying. Now, at the entrance of A site, I'll aim at these pieces of concrete because someone could be there. Then I look at the green boxes in right side of heaven, and I'll work my way to the left side of heaven and finish off around the generator. Keep in mind, you should be zooming in and out as you are swapping between different angles to clear. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means, but we all start somewhere. The first step is recognizing which angles are important to aim at and practicing this technique and trying over and over again. Even your favorite pro players are constantly adapting their new spots and habits as the game is constantly changing within the Valorant meta. Now that you guys know the ins and outs of the operator, there isn't much left to do but start playing. Make sure you're trying to progress gradually while using this video as a guideline. Well, that's all we have for today. If you enjoyed this video, then please like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to hit that bell notification to get updates when our videos go live. Stay safe out there, and I will see you all again very soon.